Hey yo, it's Vondo. My voice sounds awful. Yeah, I'm just making this video because, well, one, it was an easy video to make. Infinity Ward finally confirmed that the next title they're working on is Modern Warfare 2. It's not MW2 with the letter 2, it's just two I's, so in Roman numerals. Doesn't really matter, it's the same thing, sequel to sequel. And I gotta milk that brand recognition because it works. This is the 11th title that features Modern Warfare or Black Ops in the title. This is the second Modern Warfare 2 game, to be exact. That's not a remaster, that's just using the same name. And I can't blame them, because when they decided to not venture out and use the same recognizable name for these titles, the games don't do as well. You can look at Call of Duty Ghosts, you can look at Advanced Warfare, you can look at Vanguard. Apparently, Vanguard has lost its player base from Warzone. I guess people don't like the Warzone map. I don't play Warzone, so they don't like the map. Vanguard doesn't have that staying power like the other titles, like Black Ops, like Modern Warfare, and it's negatively hurting the player base. But they've lost 30 of their players. So that's 150 million. They lost 50 million from Vanguard. They're blaming the release on Vanguard on it. And this isn't shocking news to me at all. I just hope the player base isn't going to be constant like, we don't want stuff to be remastered, we want new experience and all that. Because the player base will say that, and when they try to do that, and they have failed on some attempts. They have definitely failed on some of these attempts to make a new experience. So I'm not getting mad at players for not liking, the new attempts that are bad. But when they try to do this and they actually make some good efforts, they get shitted on. So I don't want to hear that much complaining about remasters or bringing stuff back. I mean, people are gonna love the remasters until they actually play those games again. So it's whatever. I already made a video about that. A lot of folks saying they would love a Modern Warfare 2 remaster. They wouldn't be able to stand that multiplayer today. They would absolutely hate it. So if they're gonna remaster stuff, just bring back some cool guns. Remaster some iconic maps. The only thing I don't like about the remastering of these of content though is that the games were designed differently back then. So like, when it comes to these maps, like these maps don't have to account for people slide canceling around corners, having unlimited sprint, and that can affect the way the maps play. It won't be that much, but it could definitely make a difference on the maps play. So you gotta take things like that account when you're remastering content. That's all I'm saying. When you got new perks and new kill streaks, like you gotta reimagine some things, or have to rebalance some things when you're bringing back these maps with the way the new perks, the new guns, actually work in the game. And that's all I'm saying. Because when they don't do that, you get maps that that are classics, right? But then they don't play as well. Like Radar, that is done from Modern Warfare 3. Like, of course it plays well. You got people with piercing vision, you got god-awful spawns, and you got bars that get 2 and 3 shot from anywhere on the map. That's why the map doesn't play as well as it used to back in the day. And also they have more people on the map when it comes to combat pace. So you have to account for things like that when you're remastering maps. That's all I'm saying. And they don't do that, and then they wonder why people don't like the remastered maps as much. But I already know what they're going to do when it comes to Modern Warfare 2, aka Modern Warfare 2. It's going to be a lot of nostalgia, a lot of remastered maps, which is fine. They're going to bring back a lot of stuff from Modern Warfare 2 because apparently they intentionally, avoided remastering a lot of content from Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 2019. That's because they had planned and released, in the next couple of years. So you'll see a lot more Modern Warfare 2 classes like Favela, like High Rise, Terminal. You'll see a lot more of those maps being remastered compared to you did in Modern Warfare 2019. We'll see how the game looks. They're gonna be doing the reveals, teaser trailers in the next coming weeks. They're on pace when they typically do all this stuff, so you'll just have to wait and see. We're in the end of April, about to be going against May, and there should be more content. I'll be making videos on that. I have Vanguard clips. I want to talk about Vanguard, but I just don't care about the game. I don't. Apparently they've updated the spawns, which is lovely. Only 6 months late. They're adding new content for Season 3. I'm pretty sure Season 3 launched today or yesterday. But I don't even have Vanguard installed on my console. So, I'll check about that later. I'll check later. I got a ton of gameplay. It doesn't really matter if I'm having the game installed or not. But, yeah. On Vanguard, I mean, I'm going to say what I said earlier. I'm not surprised that the game is I think it's mid. I don't think it's awful. I don't think it's good either. And I'm going to stay consistent on that. I'm not going to go out my way and constantly complain about the game, because that's just annoying, and no one likes someone who bitches all day about shit when they could just play a different game. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Vanguard. Really, I may do a more detailed video later when I feel like it, but I honestly don't feel like talking about Vanguard right now. It's just that boring. Not boring, mediocre. But with that out the way, ladies and gentlemen, y'all stay safe. My voice is awful. I'm out.